From kidnappings to attempted assassinations, personal protective officers, better known as bodyguards, are seen as the preserve of royalty, celebrities, and political figures alike. But as the number of high net worth individuals continues to grow, bodyguards are now in demand for an increasing and diverse range of clients. But just what makes a person worth protecting, you might ask? You're about to find out. Here are the top 5 most protected people in the world. And I'd like to welcome you all once again to Everything Explained. Number 1. The most protected president, Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, like other political figures in Russia, is protected by the Federal Protective Service. However, Putin's people seem to be an entirely different bundle altogether. Little is known about the workings of Putin's arm in the Federal Protective Service. There is no public data about its operations, and there are no publicly available reports. It's so secretive that only assumptions can be made about what they do. Vladimir himself is a controversial figure that has been the center of media attention ever since his first acting presidency, where it was noted that the man had started growing a sort of a personality cult around him, similar to some previous leaders. Although there aren't any giant statues of him being put up, he has become an internet icon in his own right, which has kept him within the realm of the public. Often something that doesn't come without its prices. Of course, the populace view of this leader is extremely polarized due to the political and financial corruption of his cabinet, which has resulted in countless protests, threats, and assassination attempts that has made it necessary for Putin to ramp up security in his own unique way. Number 2. The most protected billionaire, Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump is an American real estate heir businessman and the current president of the United States with an estimated net worth of $3.1 billion. Obviously, the position of a president has always come with its unrivaled security detail, which means it also comes with a steep budget. For example, to protect former President Barack Obama and his family for a year cost about $16 million. President Trump, however, within 10 weeks of being in office, ratcheted up that cost to an estimated $29 million. As a result, in May 2017, the U.S. Congress eventually passed a federal budget plan that shelled out an unbelievable $120 million for an entire year of security for President Trump and his family. Just a few $1,000,000 shy of what it would cost to safeguard President Obama for all 8 years of his 2 terms. An increase like this wouldn't be entirely necessary for a president, except that Trump travels between the White House and his extended estates frequently, and his immediate family has also chosen to live outside of the White House and its protective perimeter. Number 3. The most protected dictator, Kim Jong-un. The world quickly became fascinated with the protection of North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un when they saw his security detail running alongside his armored limousine during a visit to Singapore. How exactly does a man go about his day while being constantly paranoid about assassination attempts and competition from within his own circle of power? As it turns out, Kim Jong-un doesn't just have a personal Secret Service detail protecting him from close range. He has his own 100,000-man army with a command structure that reports directly to him. This unit is known as the Supreme Guard Command. You would hardly be able to tell his detail is surrounding him at all times as they virtually disappear into the backgrounds and spectacles. Not only does this unit serve to protect their leader, but it's also used as a propaganda tool. Kim Jong-un is trying to relay the idea of his supposed near-sacred importance by saying that he is untouchable, while actually attempting to protect his herbal regime from inside sabotage. Number 4. The most protected sovereign, Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II has a remarkable career thus far. She's the first UK monarch to celebrate a Sapphire Jubilee, which marked her 65-year reign in 2017. If she is still reigning by 2022, she will again be the first UK monarch to be celebrating a Platinum Jubilee. The Queen has been protected by the Royal Guard, a name given to the infantry and cavalry that stand guard at the royal residences you would most likely recognize. Foot guards that patrol the parameters of the royal residences, the soldiers that wear the red tunics and those tall bearskin hats throughout the years. Even Marines or FA agents and Navy fleets have mounted to the Queen's Guard depending on the task or the royal family's method of travel. They have postings at Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, the Bank of Pocket, and the Tower of London, to name a few. Although the Queen's estimates on her security spending are private, as you can imagine, it's expensive. In 2010, it was speculated to cost right around 100 million British pounds a year to give 21 members of the family around-the-clock security. And finally, number 5, the most protected religious leader, Pope Francis. The Pope is both the Bishop of Rome and ex officio leader of the world. As the head of a Catholic church, and just like the president of a country, he too needs the utmost protection. The Pope resides in probably one of the most heavily armored cities in the world, Vatican City, a city-state by Rome, Italy. Even as you walk through the streets, you can see all the stoic guards dressed in antiquated armor, carrying equally dated spears. That's right, the Pope is being protected by spears. But don't be fooled, these armored guards are actually a high-end military force made up of top ex-Swiss soldiers who can subdue a threat in mere seconds. Aside from spears, they also have the finest collection of firearms hidden away in case need arises. The Swiss Guard is over 500 years old, making it the longest-standing military in the world. When it was officially founded by Pope Julius II in 1506, the Guard was actually a mercenary force that is still renowned to this day for some of the most decisive victories during the skirmishes that were taking place in and around Rome. Who better to protect such a holy figure than an army that has withstood 500 years of onslaught? Thank you so much again for watching our video. If you have any other suggestions, please let us know in the comments below. And if you don't mind, maybe leave a like for us. Have a great day, everyone.